Hey guys, it's Wagstar here again today, and today I have what I think should be a fairly interesting video. I'm going to talk to you about the future of Team Fortress 2. Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock and have no idea what Team Fortress 2 is, first of all, let me just say I am really sorry for you that you have no life, and secondly, Team Fortress 2 is the best and most highly acclaimed hat and dance simulator. It takes you on a journey of gathering hats and weapons and pits you against other players in what seems as an all-out war. After a while, however, you'll start dancing, and then your hats and guns will start glowing and being all shiny and have lights and cool stuff going on. And then, when you got the brightest stuff and the newest dance moves, you'll be a pro. So, anyways, about the future. Overwatch was just released last year in May. Surprisingly, it's got a lot of attention and a huge following very fast. Feels like it's been a lot longer now. And even prior to its release, people were saying that it was going to kill off Team Fortress 2 as the newest multiplayer first-person shooter out there. It was so much better. TF2 was just going to be left in the dust. Now, I've already made a video about that. You can go watch it if you want more in-depth about that topic and what my answer to that was. Point is, Team Fortress 2 is still here, and so is its community. But Team Fortress 2 is going on 10 years old this year, and the concept of Team Fortress, from the very first Quake mod to full-on game with a sequel now, is over 21 years old. Now, I don't know about you, but that's older than me, and it's still going fairly strong. Sure, the content community has died a little bit with YouTubers like Star and Muzel gone over to the dark side of Overwatch, and there's not as many great YouTubers or Twitch streamers anymore, but we're still here, and there's still people out there doing it. So, we've made it this far, but what's next? This question's been looming over us for some time, especially recently with the Meet Your Match and Meet versus Match updates. Us Pyros here won the war versus those stupid heavies, which isn't much of a surprise, since we can obviously see which one is the superior class here. Now, we have a promised Pyro update, and then what? Well, in case you didn't notice, the Team Fortress comic number 6 came out a little bit ago, The Naked and the Dead, and I saw something in it that really struck me about where Team Fortress 2 can go as a game. There's a scene where a character from the original Team Fortress game is dying. Miss Pauling is watching him die. The medic, I think, killed him, or the heavy, one or the other. He asks how Miss Pauling and the mercenaries that we know from the Team Fortress 2 game beat them. Now, here's where the whole TF2 universe just changes. He says, and I quote, "We spent 6 months hunting down her best. Echelon, Citadel, Team Vanguard, for God's sake. We got 'em all. All she had left was you rejects. How?" Now there it is. End quote. Now we know that Team Fortress isn't just the name of the game. It's actually the name of the group of mercenaries that we play as in the game. So now, there are other teams in the universe. I did my research, and real quickly, Echelon is basically a formation of troops. Citadel is basically another word for fortress. And Vanguard is the foreguard, the leading body of troops who are the best and most elite and lead others into battle. Now here's what I'm proposing about Team Fortress 2. We don't want Team Fortress 3. I think we've heard enough about that from the community already. Team Fortress 2 is a perfect game in its own way. Bugs, glitches, hats, everything. It needs nothing more. And it needs to not be messed with, especially. Now, instead of Team Fortress 3, I propose that we have something like Team Bastion. A new game, with a new name, and new characters and mechanics. Same universe, same overall story, but totally new game. This will allow the developers to have fun and create something new and maybe modern looking and cool with the newest Source engine, because Team Fortress 2 is using an old version of Source. Anyways, without messing up what we know and love already. Now, if we have a new team, it may very well be so good and so just true to the book of Team Fortress that it will kill off Team Fortress 2 if it's done right. However, it might be really terrible and nobody will play it. At least with this plan, we'll still have Team Fortress 2 ready for us to come back if it fails. And plus, if it does kill off Team Fortress 2, it means it's satisfied the community with something good that they can continue playing. Anyways, guys, I just thought that this was kind of an interesting idea to think about. Let me know what you think about this idea, and if you have any additions to my plan. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. I know that I really like TF2, and I don't want to see the series end here after such a long run, with it burning slowly away, being ignored by the devs. Keep up the good work out there, and always remember, Abraham Lincoln was the first pyro, and he was a president, so pyros are at least 10 times smarter and cooler than you other losers. Plus, we won the war, makes us the best. Wag out.